Okay, Dwayne was talking about Samson.
It was the lion was an unclean animal, and if the honey was in its carcass, then when Samson took it out, in order to not be an unclean thing, that honey would not have been able, the part of the honey that he took probably wasn't actually touching the carcass itself. I mean, that's the way I would justify it. Now, whether that's correct or not, I don't know.
The honey is antimicrobial. It will actually, bees will cover a carcass or something that gets in their hive with propel, I think it's what it's called, and it will encase the dead animal that's in their hive, like a mouse or a rat, and it won't decay or rot, and nothing will get into the hive.
Wow,
That's
that kind of
interesting.
explains it to me.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've held
Very.
this against Samson for a long time, so I'm glad that cleared that up.
No, that's very interesting. Like, wow. Yeah, yeah. The breath of life went into men, not animals. Yeah, correct. And yeah, I don't know what happened to Telegram there. It just went a little bit haywire. Yeah, the mosquito and the amber. Yeah, yeah. That's how they got the DNA in Jurassic Park. You didn't know? The dinosaurs. Yeah, no, very, very interesting stuff.
I heard that you should cover like your like scrapes and cuts and wounds with honey. I've never actually done it, but I love honey.
Pine pitch is really good for that also.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
Ashes from a fire also.
Ooh, why ashes from a fire?
Some kind of enzyme after you burn the wood.
That's
Is it
interesting.
also good for your plants? I've heard that.
That I'm not sure.
The ash,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, ash is actually really good for your plants.
So it makes me wonder what wood they use for us when we buy activated charcoal. Because
Usually
that's good
pine.
for a lot of things, huh?
Usually pine, I think. Well,
Okay.
for my one, I think it was pine.
Yeah, yeah. Pine is actually really good for us, and making the activated charcoal with it.
Okay. All right.
I live by new skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been having pine needle tea. It's been really nice, and
I heard that's
yeah.
really good for your brain, like to help clear your head, be less foggy.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like the pine cone and how like symbolic it is with the piñata.
Yeah.
I can't remember what kind of pine needle that James was telling me that's really good for a supplement. And he was buying it faithfully there for a while, and then they jacked it up all the way to like over $100 per. I can't remember how much. I mean, compared to 30, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's Pinus carolensis is the like scientific name, I guess.
The Latin name.
Ha, Jeremy.
That's going to be important to remember for the little season discussion there.
Hint, hint, Miranda.
No, I got that.
Oh, we got this down 100%. But yeah, no, pine is really good for you. Potash, definitely good for plants. It's really just ash that they put in the soil. Yeah, potash, potassium, exactly. Yeah, no need to buy expensive teas. Really, everything that they call a weed actually has a lot of beneficial properties for us.
Did Jermaine say they use it for worming animals, Ash?
Yeah, she did say that.
Hey, so we've just started, because we do goats and now have sheep. Sorry, I'm still eating breakfast. We came across some YouTube videos about using lye for deworming your animals, and which is actually classed as caustic soda. Everyone freaks out and thinks, oh my goodness, you're going to burn the inside of your animals. But the lye has been derived from the ash, the wood, from, burning fire. So that's what they use to make soap. You know how they start originally? They started with the wood ash to get the lye to make the soap. Well, so we've started watching these things, and people are using lye in very, very small quantities, like half a teaspoon to 2 gallons. Oh, was it half a teaspoon to 2 gallons? Yeah, half a teaspoon to 2 gallons of dry feed with water. But anyway, no one go and do it until you watch the complete instructions, because it could be deadly, but you've got to prepare it right. But anyway, we had a goat who actually was starting to poop out some worms, and that was totally brand new to us, and she'd just given birth to some babies. So we thought we would, it took us a while to go, okay, we're going to try this. I was very nervous. And so we soaked the lye, the caustic soda, with some water, and then mixed it with the dry feed, which was pellets, a range of different grains and pellets, because they really love it. Not that it's good for them, but that's just how you get this stuff into them. It smells like you're in the hairdressing salon. It's like, at the beginning, it just gives off those fumes that you're at the hairdressers with people having their perms or hair colouring. So anyway, we did that, and we did it 3 times in a row, like 4 days between. And everyone's coats, all their fur, their coats started coming really shiny. Even though we have very healthy animals, generally they look really healthy. They just started looking so much nicer. Their attitudes, like goats are normally really butt-heady and a bit nasty, but they just seemed to calm down a bit. They weren't so awful to each other. The girl who had the bad poops, there was no more worms to be seen, and her poops started to look a bit more normal over time. So yeah, there's a lot out there that says it's really good, and people have been using it for like 50 years. There's even books on it. But then there's obviously the people out there that say, don't do that, you'll kill your goats or you'll kill your animals. But yeah, it's super cheap, super cheap, doesn't hurt them. So lye, as in LYE, which has been taken from potash. But yeah, you really need to look into it if you're going to think about doing it, because there are cautions to be had when making it, preparing it.
Thank you, sister.
Yeah, no worries. And it's controversial. Like some people say, you can't do that. But and I was a bit like, a bit skeptical and frightened. But it's really working. It's actually working. It's not going to be like your normal commercial chemical drenching. And you can give it to pregnant does. You can give it to young. You can give it to the milking animals, and there's no withholding period. You know, the meat production animals, there's no withholding period. It's completely safe. So yeah, I could probably put a few links in the livestock group. Actually, I was thinking about doing it, but I thought people might start going, "What the heck do you think you're doing to your animals?" But I think I'll send them in because there's a lot of really good data and studies regarding it. But of course, the chemical companies want to shut it down because it's saving people thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on deworming their animals.
Yeah, and they definitely don't want that because then they're losing money. But yeah, no, please share those links. That would be great. And yeah, really everything that they, vilify and say, oh, that's bad, stay away from it. It's usually actually beneficial for us in some sort of way. So, they like to play those type of games like that.
And it makes you wonder, there was that old-fashioned saying, "I'm washing your mouth out with soap." If you had a dirty mouth, does everyone remember that sort of catchphrase when a child was saying something naughty or something? "Oh, we'll just wash your mouth out with soap." Well, apparently, back in the day, they would actually make a child eat soap and you would deworm as well. And it's because of the lye within the soap.
Yep. And yeah, that's the type of stuff they don't like put out there because then, yeah, they end up losing money. Big pharmacia. They don't like none of that. If it works on goats, it most likely will work on dogs. Yeah, I would think so.
He was doing it to the beef, the pigs, the sheep, the goats, the chickens. I think they even said dogs. Some person asked about it, like my brain's gone, "What about humans? What about humans?" And he said, "Well, look, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said, I cannot recommend it." But he said, "Grandma did it." So, hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Right? If grandma did it, grandma lived quite some time. At least mine did. So all those old recipes like that, 100% work. I know that would be great to share those links. So thank you, sister. And whenever you're finished up with your breakfast there, if you would like to do Mom's reading, that'd be awesome. Or if Marissa is here.
Yeah, I think I can do it now. Is that all right? It's just two small ones. Not super small, but...
No, go right ahead.
Okay, so in the Lexham English Septuagint, chapter 19, it'll be chapter 20 in regular Bibles. May Yahuah hear you in the day of affliction. May the name of Alayam of Jacob shield you. May he dispatch to you help from the holy place, and may he help you from Zion. May he remember your every sacrifice, and let him increase your whole burnt offering. May he give to you according to your heart, and may he fulfill your every plan. We should rejoice exceedingly in your salvation, and we will be magnified in the name of our Alayam. May Yahuah fulfill all your requests. Now I understood that Yahuah saved his anointed one. He will hear him from his holy heavens. Shamayim. In power is the salvation of his right hand. These glory in chariots and those in horses, but we will be magnified in the name of Yahuah our Aliyam. They were bound hand and foot and fell, but we stood up and we were established again. O Yahuah, save your King, and hear us in whatever we will call upon you today. So that was 19 and 20, which will be your 21. O Yahuah, the King, will be cheerful in your power, and for your salvation he will rejoice very much. You gave to him the desire of his soul, and the petition of his lips you have not deprived him. For you came near to him with blessings of kindness. You set upon his head a crown made from costly stone. He asked you for life, and you gave him length of days for eternity of eternity. Great is his glory with your salvation. You will place upon him glory and magnificence, because you will give him blessing for eternity of eternity. You will make him cheerful in joy with your face. For the King hopes upon Yahuah, and in the mercy of the Most High he will not be shaken. May your hand be found against all your enemies. May your right hand find all those who are hating you. You will set them as an oven of fire for the time of your face, O Yahuah. With your wrath you will confound them, and fire will devour them. You will destroy their fruit from the earth, and their seed from the sons of humans. Because they inclined evil things against you, they devised a will that they were not able to establish. For you will set them back with your remnant. You will prepare their face. He lifted high, O Yahuah, with your power. We will sing and make psalms of your sovereign, powerful acts. Beautiful.
Love it. All the Psalms are just so very powerful and deep, truly. And a lot of them are about, turning to Yahuwah, repenting of the sins, forgiveness, following his Torah. Not to mention all the mentions of Mount Zion throughout all the Psalms as well. Really, really significant. I love it.
Yeah, I'm noticing that a lot, and there's just a lot of encouragement,
Yeah, especially for those who are struggling through trials and tribulations, or feeling down or brokenhearted, whatever it is, Yahuwah sees all of us, and he is there for all of us. And if we turn to him, he would definitely give us that strength to overcome. And sure, sometimes we got to go through these trials by fire, but it's only refinement, and it's all for his glory. And all praise to the Most High Yahuwah, truly. And, I can be a testimony to that as well. Been definitely going through hard trials and tribulations. But you know what? When I get to Yahuwah, he gave me the strength to overcome it all. And you know what? Praise Yahuwah, because now I'm able to move on and move past all of that. And many of you here were fellow experiencers in that. But anyways, all praise to the Most High Yahuwah, truly, for the strength to overcome. And then
And
I
it's a
also,
tool that he uses, to help us in areas that we didn't know that we needed help in.
yeah, that is very true, honestly. And I can also say, in the past few weeks, I've studied deeper into many more things than I have like in the past couple years. And because the past couple years have really been mostly about the calendar. So that's where I myself had neglected the other weightier matters. Like the calendar is a weighty matter, yes, but I was only focused on that. So, I repented from that. This is why, we're no longer just a calendar fellowship here. We are a fellowship, like we are mishpacha.
Praise
And
Abba.
yeah, all praise to the Most High Yahuwah. And, just studying through all these different books, and I've read through the Testament of the 12, reading through Sirach right now, going through Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, starting from cover to cover. But, daily I've been getting into his word, studying it much more than I ever have in the past couple of years. And, I think that was something that I myself needed to work on. And granted, there are ones who help with that, but, it's truly such a barakah, a blessing, and really all praise to the Most High Yahuwah. And let's see, Shabbat Shalom, Sean and Amanda had to log off there. You missed the cuteness. You did, Sister Natalie. Yeah, John and Sophia they had their children saying Shabbat Shalom. It was cute, super cute. And speaking of that, all praise to the Most High. They both have recently come to find the understanding of the true calendar. Knowing that, Saturday, it's not always on a Gregorian Saturday. It's not always on a Gregorian Sunday, but on any specific Gregorian day of the week. And really, that's the amazing thing about it.
Hey, Jeremy, speaking of the calendar, were you thinking about putting together a calendar for this coming up year like you did for last year?
Yeah, I am planning on doing that. It takes a while. It's very tedious to do that, but
Oh,
as I said,
I bet. I was just curious.
yeah, no, I'm definitely planning on doing it though. So it may take a bit, but I'm definitely going to be working on that for sure. And I'm excited to observe the straight line shadow with everybody as well.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to that. That's
Yeah,
going to be a blessing.
I'm planning on being there in Missouri with everybody.
Woo!
So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And honestly, it'll be great to fellowship in person with everyone. I've been wanting to meet everybody in person.
Same here.
Where are you all meeting?
In Missouri, actually at Sister Marissa's place.
Oh,
But
sweet.
it's going to be, what was it, the 18th, 19th, and 20th of March, so we can track the straight line shadow. And
Yeah,
then
awesome.
we will definitely be planning like a Sukkot for sure. Probably again, like because Missouri is pretty central for everybody. Like I know if it was over here, like it would take like 20, 30, 40 hours for people to drive here. Or if it was on the East Coast, like for me, it would take like 40 hours to drive there. So Missouri is like a central location, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Get a yeah, definitely. I I can't wait for some coffee. Some homegrown coffee. Which, speaking of that, I was actually looking into growing my own coffee beans and things like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, was checking them out online, prices the other day and things like that. I've done it before as well, but you're able to grow them like indoors. They're like a bush.
You said indoors?
Yeah, like here, like in Phoenix or in Arizona, because
Hmm.
it's so hot. Like the bush would normally like not last very well in the summer. So having it inside, it'll have like that same kind of temperature all year round, which it works.
And you have plenty of big windows for the sunlight for it, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I wish I did. Every time I've gotten a plant in my house, it's always died. They don't survive this place. I'm like in a cave.
I call it her bat cave.
You don't
Literally,
have to.
the plants that are hard to kill, oh, they have no problem dying here. And it's not that I don't know how to, take care of plants. It's the fact that it's just too dark. Yeah.
But there's not very many windows in your place.
They're no, not really. They're small, and I live in a duplex. And the eastern sun, first thing in the morning, I have mature trees that are really tall, so it blocks most of the sunlight. So you just get little tiny rays here and there in the back. And my living room faces east. And then on the other side, of course, is the person that lives on the other side of the wall because it's a duplex. And then in my kitchen, it's one small window, and that faces the west. And only a little tiny section right there at my sink where that small window is. So I have no sunlight hardly at all. Now, I might have more of a success upstairs. I'm not sure. I haven't tried putting any plants up there, so I wouldn't know. But I like to look at the plants. I don't want them upstairs in the rooms I never go into. So I just kind of given up on plants, unfortunately.
Aw.
I know, and I really like plants.
Yeah, spinach. Love shade. You can grow some spinach.
I say Tabitha giving us all the tips and tricks over here.
Oh, I got to look at the chat.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, Talitha's got all the plant seeds there. She's volunteering to send them out to everybody.
I went to Baker's Creek farm when I was in Missouri. It was awesome. But I wanted to buy seeds from there, and I can't buy them in Australia.
Yeah, they don't like when seeds cross borders very well either, right?
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
It really is.
I went to Norfolk Island with my mum for a vacation, and she gave me some Norfolk Island beans, like uh sort of like broad beans, I think, and yeah, I put them in my shoes and sent them back to Australia, and we grew them in Australia and like make such good like taco mix or like a enchilada mix and stuff with them. So good.
Man, you had to smuggle them in your shoes. That's crazy. Like
Yeah, it
drugs.
worked.
I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you were able to get it home, but I still can't get over the fact that, my mom and I were in the park one day and we had heard that in the United States, Mom, what did they say? What did somebody say? They keep male trees and female trees like away from each other. Like there's not a lot of female trees. I didn't even know that
Yeah.
trees
Yeah.
were male
It's
and
something,
female.
right, to keep them from, being pollinated and uh, to produce, fruit for us. Now, once in a while, you can find some sporadic, like one of my neighbors down the street has a mulberry tree, and we're encouraged to ask if I could pick from their tree, but I'm going to do it this coming up later part of the spring is an early part of the now. Um, and then also a mulberry tree on that trail they were bike riding, and um, by trail that uh, remember where we saw in that,
Uh-oh, Mom, you're breaking up.
am
Are we
I?
cutting up again? Mm-hmm.
I can hear you fine.
Can you?
Yeah. Oh gosh, what's the name of that trail? But you know the area. Well, there's a mulberry tree right by that trailhead.
You're talking about the MKT trail?
Yeah, but out there toward gosh, what was the name of it? Oh gosh.
The persimmon tree? I
Oh,
don't know, Mom. You're
yeah.
still cutting out. I might try to
Oh,
hop off and hop on again.
okay, me too.
Yeah, there's something fishy going on with Telegram. Seems to be lagging and cutting out.
Yeah, what is up with that? Can you hear me, Jamie?
Yeah, I can hear
Hmm.
Can you guys hear me okay now?
I don't
you. Yeah,
like
I
us
can
talking
hear.
about seeds.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's really
yeah, no,
quiet.
gotta love. Oh
Oops, sorry.
no, I thought you were gonna say something, sister. I was waiting for you to talk.
Am I still cutting out?
No, not as bad as
No,
before.
Okay, yeah, I had to leave and come back. So, yeah, it is acting kind of weird today.
A little wonky.
yeah, definitely. I had to actually restart the whole thing before, so yeah, interesting. But, it seems like it's all good now. But yeah, I was hoping Marissa would come in to sing a song. I don't see her yet though, so it's all good.
Want me to grab her?
Yeah, yeah, do it. And yeah, about these seeds that they don't like crossing borders and things like that. Like it never made any sense. Or they try to claim, certain things are invasive and things like that when they can be very beneficial.
Especially the heirlooms. They really want to get all the heirlooms to where you can only get the GMOs.
Yeah, really sad. Gotta love that Monsanto seed company. Exactly. They want to control everything. That's what it's all about. That fear-based control.
I sent her a message. See if she's so see if she'll respond.
It was breaking up again.
Oh, was I?
And now you're breaking up.
Oh no. Test.
Yeah, it's definitely breaking up. So what is the program today? And trying to stop his truth. We don't laugh.
Testing.
We can hear you.
I said I messaged Marissa. We'll see if she'll get on, play a song.
Awesome.
The video that I just sent in the chat, even though we know a lot has been fulfilled, but of course prophecies tend to repeat themselves, especially with each era that we, or reset, I should say. But this video that I just sent, because we were talking about how they're wanting to control everything, this goes into a lot of detail. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, no, they're talking about something that they had recently passed behind closed doors that's going to start affecting us this year, toward the end of the year, and especially, yeah, just something that, we need to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. We need to know how the enemy's working, and start really sharing this with people, saying, hey, there's going to come a time here a lot sooner than later where we're going to have to make our decision on what side we're going to be on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's only two sides. There's no in between.
Yep, and that's where Hasatan has so many people deceived. They always think there's a gray area, a neutral. Well, if you're on the fence or neutral, you basically chosen your side, and that's Hasatan.
Yep, unfortunately. That is very true. Yeah, Shabbat Shalom, Brother Greg. Are you still in here? Oh, no. But yeah, I think we may end it there early today. I was hoping to go on, but the Telegram seems to be causing problems or having
Wait,
problems.
Marissa said she'd come on and play a song.
Oh, she's coming
Oh,
on?
we got to hear the song.
was,
Hopefully it
Don't
won't cut
go.
out.
All right, I'm back to you now.
Woo, Tabitha's back
Awesome.
too.
Get some matcha on my guitar and
Yeah, there you
snacks.
go, sweetie. Yeah.
I'm the only one awake at the house now because Evan and Dad went to the park.
Well, do you want to play a song?
Marissa just came on.
Or would you? Oh, there she is.
And then,
Yep,
yeah, we could hear
Marissa.
Tabitha too.
Yeah, I'd like to hear both of you ladies.
If only we were in the same place right now. Gosh dang it.
I know. I enjoyed that so much. It was such a blessing, that Shabbat.
Yeah, it looked amazing.
I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, I still want to get those pictures, Marissa, that you took of all of us together.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, please. Yes. Yeah, that was such a blessing.
So yeah, no, definitely a good time. Such a barakah to gather in person and listen to music like that in person, to play music together. Praise Yahuah.
It's nice because you really get a grasp on everybody's personality.
Yeah, more so than that. Oh, go ahead, sister.
Oh, I was just going to agree with Miranda because I didn't put faces to names until I met them in person, and I'm like, yep, your voice matches your face, and I freaking love it.
Well, we freaking love you.
Ditto.
Oh, goodness.
Marissa
Oh,
said that too, and I don't think I've ever pictured voices with faces until Marissa was like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
I've always been highly musical and highly attuned to frequency, so that's like a thing for me. That and like when I think of a person, I think of a vibe I don't know, I feel like I picture a painting type of deal in my head when I see somebody or meet someone for the first time and start getting to know them. I'm like, okay, I could make you a painting, and I feel like it would represent who you are, maybe not as you see yourself, but as you are seen by others. If that makes sense.
Oh, that makes
interesting.
Perfect sense.
Mom does something similar too, so I don't know. Maybe it's a family thing.
No, I like it.
Yes, me too.
Definitely pretty cool, for sure.
All right, I sent that picture. I'm going to send it to the big group too, so y'all can see all these beautiful faces together.
Aw. Praise Yahuah.
We're going to have to frame that one.
I know, right?
Oh, it turned out so well.
Yes, it did. I'm impressed, actually.
I was the camera girl. Marissa had me taking videos.
Yeah, that picture turned out great. Yeah, I'm going to have to
Faith turned around.
that.
Oh, sorry, Jennifer.
No. I was just saying I'm going to have to screenshot that picture. That turned out really nice.
You should be able to just save it to your device.
Oh, okay. Let me see how. I'm still trying to figure certain things out with the phone. Yeah. Save image. There we go. Yep.
I'm a techie person.
All right. Thank you.
So I can help.
Yeah, tech is not my forte. Yeah, very, very Yahuah amazing, actually. I love it.
And then in March, we can get one with Jeremy in it too. And Callan, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe even Callum? And yes, Nana has to be there next time.
Kelly, how close do you live? I don't know how close she lives, but maybe she's mentioned it before.
Sorry for the delay. I just figured out how to hit the mic. I'm in Seymour, Indiana.
Indiana, okay.
Yeah, sadly she didn't move with us.
Oh.
Oh.
Once we get land, maybe she'll come stay more often.
Yeah, there you go.
I come out as often as I can. As soon as Janiyah, my granddaughter, is grown, I'll be a lot more free. So I'll be out there more.
I know.
Oh, that would be wonderful, Kelly. We would love to meet you face to face.
It was when I was out there helping everybody move out there. The fellowship that we had was amazing. Right now, I feel so isolated because I have no fellowship and I'm all alone because somebody moved away from me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I know that makes it hard.
It was just me, Dad, Mom, Nana Kelly, and Evan all meeting at our house each Shabbat for like months. And it was so nice.
Oh, yeah, gathering in person with family. Yeah. All praise to the Most High Yahuwah. So, yeah, Marissa, are you ready to play? Or
Yeah.
sweet?
Oh, humble carpenter, down on your hands and knees. Look on your handiwork and build a house that you may dwell in me, so you may dwell in me. The work was done with nothing but wood and nails in your scar-born hands. Show me how to work and praise, trusting that I am your instrument. Oh, loving laborer, with the sweat upon your face. Oh, build a table that I too may join you in the Father's place. Oh, in the Father's place. The work was done with nothing but wood and nails in your scar-born hands. Oh, show me how to work and praise, trusting that I am your instrument. The kingdoms come and build upon wood and nails, gripped with joyfulness. So send me out within your ways, knowing that the task is finished. The dead will rise and give you praise. Wood and nails will not hold them down. These wooden tombs will break them soon and fashion them into flower beds. The curse is done, the battle won, swords bent down into plowshares. Your scar-born hands will join with them, serving at the table you prepared. Your scar-born hands will join with them, serving at the table you've prepared. star-born hands will join with them, serving at the table you've prepared. Thank you.
Praise Yahuah. I love it.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sis.
sister. It was beautiful. Praise Yah.
It almost put me to sleep.
Aw. Did you want to do a song next, Talitha?
That sounded wonderful, Marissa.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn that one with me. But I do play it a little bit faster than the actual song is, because that's on piano.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, thank you, Sister Marissa. And yeah, did you want to do a song as well, Talitha?
Okay. If I do one, it'll be a little bit. I haven't even tuned my guitar or played nothing today, so give me a bit.
No worries. Yeah, no worries. Maybe we can get an encore from Marissa.
But then I'd want to listen to that instead of play.
No. Let's wait for Tabitha. I only brought one song in here with me.
All right, got it. So yeah, no, pretty good Torah portions today, I believe, incorporating the Book of Jubilees and how it goes into so much more depth.
I really appreciate that Torah portion. I've been wanting to get back more into that each weekend, so I was doing it myself, but it's great to do it in a group.
Yeah. And
Agreed.
to have all.
Agreed. It was nice.
Yeah.
And to have different readers and different translations is, doubly nice.
Yeah, it helps to study them all at once, I love it.
It's good to hear your voice, Sarah.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. We've missed you, sister.
Thank you so much. I'm very hoarse today, but I still want to speak up a bit.
Sure.
Well, it's that time of year for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm hoarse. I haven't been yelling at anyone. I don't have anyone around to yell at. Except myself and the demons.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, no, my voice has been the same lately.
Yeah.
I haven't been any yelling or anything. Maybe I've been talking a lot, but
Me too. I've been trying to learn how to sing, and this week it's been horrible. My voice has been so hoarse, it's just off all the time. So, Marissa, I really appreciate you and, singing to us. And is that a ukulele you're playing? Is Marissa playing a ukulele?
Yes, she plays a ukulele.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's fun.
yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Well,
Yeah, it's something different.
The word says to make a joyful noise to the Father in Yahusha, so that's what we should do. So that's what I figured, if I'm not on pitch when I'm practicing and it's horrible, it must be a joyful noise to him because it's the voice he gave me, which is far from perfect.
I feel the same way. I can't sing, but when I do, it's a joyful noise to him.
Yep.
Maybe not to myself, but
Well, that's what I figure. It's a voice he gave me, so hopefully he loves it. I just
I'm
wish he
sure
gave
he
me a
does.
better.
Yeah.
I would sing more, and I would sing more if it was a better voice.
Well, I think you have a good voice, sister. No worries. But yeah, praise him with the stringed instruments, with the trumpets and shofars, with all of these things, even the cymbals and drums and all of these things. It's all praise to you.
I used to play horn instruments. I should get another one and use that to praise him. Because when I played him earlier, it was not for him intentionally. I mean, it wasn't intentionally for him. It was just music. So.
Yeah. That'd be cool to get back into. I was thinking about doing that because I used to play the drum set and all that. So
really,
and of course, yeah, none of it was for him. Unfortunately, it was all of the world. But getting back into that, I could use that talent for him.
Yeah.
So
well,
it might take me a bit to get back into it.
Me
but
too.
yeah.
If we ever get together for a feast, it'd be fun to all of us who can play anything or sing anything, even if we're not that great, to just get together and just start singing and praising. Who knows? Maybe he'll even improve it as we lift up our voices to him.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that.
Yep.
And especially when there's others to cover up our horrible singing voices.
Yep.
No, I love it. Yeah, that's what we're planning to definitely have some kind of Sukkot gathering for sure. And yeah, we're doing the whole head of the year meetup.
Oh, I'm
really?
so looking
Straight
forward to
line.
that.
Yeah.
Any plans yet for that?
Yeah. What was it, Marissa? The 18th, 19th, and 20th? You were saying?
Of what? March or April?
March.
Yeah, March. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
March.
yeah, the head of the year. I was thinking Passover. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're all going to meet at Marissa's for the Straight Line Shadow. Yeah, March 20. Okay, March to the 21st. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to put it on my calendar. Okay.
It would be awesome to,
so it'd be,
fellowship with everyone.
Yeah, March what? The 19th or 20th?
Am I saying it right, Marissa? It's the 18th to the 21st?
Okay. Okay. I'll put that on my calendar.
Sorry, 20th to the 21st.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere around the 20th.
Okay. So Marissa, when do you want people to start showing up?
So I was thinking like if people were driving on the 20th, if you guys wanted to hang out in the evening, we could, and then on the 21st, hang out all day.
Okay. So
Yeah.
arrive the 20th and leave the 21st?
Yeah. Yeah, like
Okay.
we'll like celebrate the New Year's on the 21st.
Okay. All righty.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, look at that, Bobby. Still got fireworks too.
All right. I think I have one I'll play.
Awesome.
I think I have a song.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, sister.
It's kind of a weird transition from God to Yah, but I'm going to do it anyway. Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of my life spent with you. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my Yah. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all for the sake became born. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my Yah. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. And I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon that cross. And I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon that cross. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my Yah. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. I'm going to end it right there.
Aw, thank you, sister. Beautiful.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. My
Praise
voice is
God.
still incorrect.
We love all the beautiful songs from everybody.
What was that?
I said we love all the beautiful worship songs that all of our brothers and sisters, well, mostly sisters, that have sung to us for.
I'm going to try and work on putting together some new ones, but that one is an oldie that I love.
Oh, sounded really good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Just love that song. I'm so
I'll
glad you sang that one. I was singing along with singing with
Doing
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In person.
Yeah. That looks like the lady other than I hear. I play a lot, but yeah. More to even it out.
All right.
Yep.
Only had a singing voice. But all praise to the Most High Yahuah.
Thank you for putting together that Torah portion, Jeremy.
Yeah, yeah. And it was my pleasure. Actually, I rather enjoyed it, especially digging into the Jubilees sections about it, because nobody that I has done that.
I always love going to
Books are
Really are. And they're so much.
I'm getting ready to post something and series. I'm gonna just got a bunch of graphic copy, and that's really I love that part.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
All of it.
Oh.
You just perked up when you said Alan from Leaving Babylon. Did you say you're going to post a video?
It's not a video. It's actually a bunch of graphics and passages from Second Esdras. I'm going to post it in the next few minutes so you can look on my page and you can grow.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did it our time and what's about and actually those are part of the round. Hoping to go, for better, those are walking according. Are excited in the world are getting darker. Be sure those walking and obedience. And I think really short. So really, the Ruach has been showing me example. They're walking in such they'll never listen. Well, wait a minute. How come I'm deciding that for them? We should share for everybody. And even if we don't see it come to fruition, we can plant some seeds and somebody else may help with the harvest. So, there's not a lot of time left. So as many people as you can share the truth with and try and pull them towards Yahushua and the kingdom, do so. You have no idea how the seed, how and
exactly
that. Love can be easier. It used to be so. They think and what if you reject? It's up to the to
exactly.
Yeah. So if y'all can go and and share it, because I think it's really good. Evelyn always comes up with really good stuff. She made beautiful.
Yes,
So,
I really like her
Yeah.
channel very much.
yep. So go to it, comment, share, and I've had to copy each graphic individually. There's 7 of them because it wasn't shareable for some reason, but I'm hoping that mine is shareable for everybody to make it a lot easier. So you can just boom forward it.
Awesome. Thank you, sister.
Well, thank you for all your posts. Hey, and thank you for, backing me up earlier in that post earlier from that person who wasn't very kind. Those people that weren't very kind.
Well, sometimes these people, they need to be called out like that,
Yeah.
Over here, false prophesying, all people who eat meat are about to get destroyed. Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, I try and not get triggered. I'm getting better about that. I think maybe they're just led by a bad spirit to cause opposition and to trigger us. And so I'm trying not to be triggered.
Yeah, no, I know it's tough to not be triggered, and trust me, there's a lot of people that, especially my post about the calendar, there's a lot of people that they don't like it.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, it really toughens you up after a while, doesn't it? If you stick with it, you got to get tough, or else you'll get discouraged.
Yeah, it's true. It actually does toughen you up. And then once you've answered one person, they literally all have the same questions or statements. So therefore, you already have the answer ready to answer them. Sometimes it's got to be, repeated 100 times, but
Yeah. Well, the first time all of us heard about all the stuff that we've been learning, we didn't necessarily embrace it immediately, but we had to hear it a first time. And that kind of started the ball rolling, even if we did initially not embrace it.
Yeah. That's how I was about the calendar at first.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are.
Yep, here we
Seeing
are.
so much more about it.
Yep.
All praise to the Most High Yahuah. And, I can at least say that I've learned to humble myself when it comes to things, especially if they can be backed up by scriptures.
Yeah.
We can all have a different point of view on scriptures, but in reality, there's only one right answer. So,
Yeah. Well, it always amazes me how people still reject it when you give them straight out scripture, which tells me that their minds are blinded. Scripture says that their minds are blinded by the wicked one. And that goes even for believers. I mean, yeah.
yeah, no, it's true. So I made a post about, when the day begins, and I posted it on Facebook and YouTube here, actually, or not here, but on my YouTube. And most of the people on Facebook were cool. They agreed, they shared it. But on YouTube, there was a brother who commented like, "Oh, you're following Babylon, and you think you're doing things right, but you're following Babylon." And literally in the post, I showed how starting the day at evening came from Babylon.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I was like, brother, we must read the post. And then I shared about the Day of Atonement and Passover, how that's more evidence as well that the day begins in the morning, not at the evening. And that's the thing I've noticed is people, they don't actually read what you have to say, especially on like social media.
That must be what's going on, because you think, how can you write all that stuff and then they come on and comment completely dissing it, but they probably just read the title and then went on with their knee-jerk reaction of what they think you were posting without reading the evidence. You're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's so bizarre, that's got to be what's going on.
I've noticed that with a lot of things that are very controversial. It'll be a knee-jerk reaction without them even fully looking at it or reading it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's so many times where people will say things or in a comment or a question, and I'm like, I answered that in the post itself.
Yeah.
And then
You
I'll
can
have to
tell when
repeat
they
it.
didn't really read it. You could tell when they didn't fully read it, that they already had a
Yeah.
preconceived idea on it.
That must
Yeah,
be
no,
it.
I noticed that a lot, and unfortunately,
Yeah, preconceived ideas can definitely be a stumbling block to ourselves.
yeah, it's that read a word or two and the knee-jerk reaction and start away at the keyboard. Usually something I've already addressed in the post, gone over in the post, and things like that. Because I make sure to cover a lot of post things.
Well,
Somebody,
yeah.
go ahead. Oh. Yeah, there's that bad reception again.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
But yeah, it's just, people don't actually read. They just get the knee-jerk reaction and then, fly away at the keyboard. And, it can be triggering to see, people asking questions about something that's been answered in the post itself.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, sometimes I think they're not even asking the question for an answer. They're trying, it's like a gotcha question.
Yep, like poking the bear.
Yeah. Yep. Well, this is a scripture I remind myself of when I come up with opposition. It's in 2 Corinthians 4. It says, indeed, if our good news has been veiled, it has been veiled in those who are perishing, in whom the mighty one of this age has blinded the minds of the unbelieving. And the unbelieving isn't necessarily unbelievers. It could be believers that don't believe in Torah or don't believe in what the word is saying because it goes against their indoctrination. But in whom the mighty one of this age has blinded the minds of the unbelieving, so that the enlightening of the good news of the esteem of Mashiach, the Messiah, who is the likeness of Elohim, does not shine on them. So, that's where I guess intercession comes in, that their minds would be open. I did a lot of that this afternoon, like I took a break and because I had to go pray for some people, and I was just praying that their minds would be opened and the Spirit could speak to them, that the minds, that their eyes of their heart would be open so that they could see and hear the truth.
Really, that's all we can do for these.
Yeah.
We plant the seed and then just be in prayer and an intercession for them that, that seed takes root. But again, we all have free will. So, then that it becomes a matter of our hearts. And do we have a heart for Yahuah and his truth and his ways? Or are we going to follow after our own hearts and feelings and desires and things like that? So, yeah, it's a battle for sure. Yeah, that meme, me trying to make small talk, and our entire lives have been a lie. Nothing is real, like 100%.
I mean, not everything, but most of our core beliefs have been pretty skewed.
Yep.
What's really, I don't want to say funny because it's not, but especially with new people that first come in, and when they realize we're biblical cosmologists or flat earthers, they're immediately out without giving it a chance to, for them to look into it.
Yeah. know, yeah, unfortunately, had to deal with one of those just last week.
Really?
Yeah, it was Belinda from Texas.
Oh.
You know,
Oh.
I had shared, so I put together that blog with like 326 verses in the 66 books alone
Oh
that
yeah,
prove,
powerful.
yeah.
Hmm.
And you know, immediately I didn't share it to start any arguments or anything, but she immediately goes into, oh, you know, the definition of rakia means, you know, expanse, things like that. And really just started wanting to fight and argue about it. And I told her, I was
Well,
like, hey, look, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
well, with all the scripture that you shared in your blog, I mean, just from the 66 books, it didn't even include the apocryphal evidence.
Exactly.
That should be enough for any Christian believer.
That's
Even,
all I needed, which just from the 66 books.
yeah, I
And
mean,
I was a firm
we either
believer.
believe it or we don't.
Yeah, it's very,
Yeah.
very clear.
Yeah, it is.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's what I said. I was like, look, you know, here we believe in scriptural cosmology. We believe what the scripture says about where we live. And she just kept pushing it and pushing it. And I was like, okay, can you, you know, rebuttal just a single verse that I've shared above? And she couldn't even do that. She just wanted to continue to then start mocking and scoffing at it. Like, oh, yeah, I forgot, you know, we can't see the curve in the plane. And I forgot, you know, we'll fall off the edge if we go too far in a boat. And things like that. And I was just like,
Oh, it
I
shows
was
they
like, well,
don't really understand the model.
yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said, you know, you clearly don't understand what scripture says if you think we can fall off the edge in a boat. And then she was like, oh yeah, I forgot the ice wall and things like that. And just that mocking tone. And it was really sad, but you know, unfortunately we have people mocking and scoffing like that. Then she started boxing our group in, saying, oh, I've been called terrible things because, you know, when she was mocking and scoffing, I was like, hey, you know, none of us here mocked and scoffed at you for believing we live on a spinning ball. And that's when she went into like box us in with, you know, outside groups and, oh, you don't know the things I've been called, and making it seem like people in our group here have called her things. And that's when I called her out. I was like, hey, look, you know, I read every single message here. There's not been one person from this fellowship that has called you any kind of names.
Yeah, we've had to deal with that kind of attitude multiple times, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
definitely.
unfortunately. So
Yeah, that kind of attitude doesn't belong here in this fellowship.
Yeah, exactly. And Ivan had mentioned, look, it's okay to agree to disagree, but it just kept being pushed. So, you know, yeah, there's no mocking and scoffing, and we can absolutely agree to disagree without having to go in that type of, or I should rather say resort to name calling and things like that. And yeah, like so many scriptures and just the canon alone, well, what they call the canon. And when you include the apocryphal books, there's even more, especially
I
in the
know,
book of
that's what
Debunking.
makes it beautiful. It's just like more of those pieces of the puzzle to get that complete picture. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it truly is. All praise to the Most High Yahuah. And it actually took me quite a while to get all those verses together, to find them, to make sure they were translated correctly. And because a lot of the times they will translate the word rakia into, you know, expanse or cloud even. There's one time they literally translate it as cloud. And it's like, wait, that's rakia. Why are they saying cloud?
Cloud?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, cloud.
Yeah. I forget which verse it was, but I was like, man, this is no wonder. they try to hide it just by these little changes, just like that. And when you take it back to the original Hebrew, you can see exactly what it says. But yeah, it's people are definitely not willing to believe. They don't want to believe they've been lied to, and that scriptures is the absolute truth.
Just like I had to share with a dear sister of mine, I think she still considers herself Seventh-day Adventist, but you know, I was trying to share with her about, you know, biblical cosmology, and she was so desperately trying to share NASA, and I said, sweetie, NASA is run and owned by a bunch of high-ranking Freemasons. It's all an act. It's false. It goes directly contrary to the word of Yah. And she was wanting to show me all these, you know, with her hair sticking up, and she said, that's real. And I went, it's not. They're very good actors. And I also mentioned, I said, I don't believe what man says. I believe what the word says. And the word says that our earth is a flat, non-rotating or stationary earth. It doesn't move. It's immovable on pillars.
Yep.
And it I don't know. She probably thought, I mean, she was never rude about it, but I just told her, I said, I'm sorry. This is what man says. I don't believe a thing that man says. I go by what the scriptures say. And she, you know, holds the scriptures very high. I said, but in this situation, I said, the scriptures are very clear. There's over 200 verses that talk about the realm we live in. A lot of people do. They just want to scoff. And I have to admit, and I'm thankful that Yahuah was very, very patient with me, because for a short bit of time, I kind of made fun of people that believed in flat earth. I really did. And then a dear brother of mine, or actually two brothers of mine, one that's on Facebook, who kept sending me flat earth videos and I wouldn't watch them. And he was pleading with me, please, please watch them. And then there was another brother who I had fellowship face to face, him and his wife. And I finally asked him, because, you know, he's a studier like we are, you know, he likes to really study. And I asked him, I said, have you ever looked into flat earth? And he said, yes. And I went, extensively, like how we study other subjects? He said, yes. And I said, what did you come to? Not your opinion, but what the scriptures say. And he said, I can't refute it. And I went, oh, I said, okay, I'm gonna look into this.
Oh,
And I didn't, I did not have to see any scientific experiments to prove anything. I wanted to go straight to the word of Yah. And that's all I needed to be convinced on this truth.
Yeah, praise Yahuwah. And yeah, you know, when they try to use those NASA pictures and their hair sticking straight up, oh, this is real, this is real. I said, yeah, that's real hairspray. You know, when you're underwater, when you're underwater, is your hair stiff like that? Wouldn't it be the same in 0 G? Like, come on.
Oh my, yeah, she kept wanting to try to convince me. And I just looked at it. I couldn't even stand to look at it. I said, I can't watch this. I said, they're mocking us. I can't watch this. I said, sweetie, we're just going to have to agree to disagree on this. I said, you know, I'm not upset or anything. I'm not angry. I just believe what the scriptures say, not what man says.
Yeah, that's what it's about too. You know, are we following his word, or are we following what man says? And you know, NASA
Yeah,
just
and that really made her quiet, because I mean, she kind of was like, and I went, but I go by what the scriptures say. The scriptures are very clear. But the thing is, when we have preconceived ideas and we've been brainwashed to think a certain way. But you know, it's really interesting. It didn't, like I said, I praise Yah that he was so patient with me, but it wasn't like I was constantly fighting against it. Because I remember back when I was in elementary school, and when they were teaching us about globe Earth and gravity, and how the people that lived underneath us, like in Australia. And I remember thinking in my head, I never questioned the teacher. We just, in that time, you just didn't question the teacher, at least I never felt comfortable to do that. But I always had those few nagging questions. How can gravity, how can gravity hold that much weight on this sphere, on this earth? It just didn't make any sense to me. And how we don't feel the movement of the earth rotating or spinning. How fast do they say? Over 1,000 miles, something like that. Like, how come we don't feel that? That doesn't make sense. And I
That's
always
like
kept those.
666,000 miles an hour.
See, that's crazy.
Wink,
And yet
wink.
the water's still, everything's still, nothing really moves except for, it just never made sense. And I always pondered it, but I kept it back in my head. And it wasn't until the flat earth came up, and amongst other people, this was actually years back. And I remember those questions that I used to ask myself, and I thought, So I'm thankful he's very, very patient with us.
Yeah, sometimes it does take that patience, and it's very hard to overcome that type of brainwashing. And for me, it wasn't. Like, I always questioned it. I didn't even think about anything else, really. When they'd say that, I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. But when I started getting interested in the stars and things like that, that's when I started noticing these things, and I was like, And it wasn't until I found like Rob Skiba and his videos and things like that, he started connecting it back to scriptures, and I was like, wow, that's it. Because there's a lot of people that try to use that verse in Isaiah to say the earth is the circle. They try to say, look, it's a circle, it's a circle. Well, a quarter is a circle, a pizza is a circle.
And when
Circle
it says
doesn't
circle, it doesn't mean sphere. Nowhere does it say the earth is a sphere. It is a circle, or like a compass, the face, and then it will say face. A face isn't a sphere.
A compass doesn't work. What is it? Is it not a compass? Compass? What's the thing that you draw the circles with?
Yeah. What is that called?
That thing.
Yeah, that thing.
That doesn't work on a sphere, on a ball.
No, exactly. And it always says circuit too. Circle, circuit. Exactly. That's not a sphere.
All they have to do is Google circle versus sphere, and Google delineates it.
Right.
It's elementary, really.
Yeah. Yes, most certainly.
And yeah, those what are they called? Those gyros or whatever, you spin it, and no matter how you tilt it or whatever, it'll always remain at that level where it started spinning. So if we lived on a ball, that's what they used in planes, and those things are always flat. So if we lived on some kind of ball, that thing would start curving with the earth, and they never did. And of course, it's all, electronic now, but, back in the day, that's what they used to navigate, basically. And to know that they are, level and straight and things like that on the flight path. And, we don't see planes flying with their nose pointed down. No, they fly perfectly level.
More and more pilots are coming out and saying, yes, it's flat.
My dad was a Navy pilot. And when I learned about flat Earth, I went to him and asked him about it. And instead of shooting it down or refuting, he says, let me think about that. He was a really smart guy and an engineer and Navy pilot. And the next day he said, I think you're right. I said, well, Dad, when you were up there in the airplanes, didn't you see, that the horizon was flat? He says, we never thought about it. He says, if you're not asking the question, you don't see it.
And that makes perfect sense. Right.
He said, as soon as you challenged me. I asked the question. I went back and started thinking about it, and he said, "Dang, you're right." And he said one thing that convinced him is he said, "I never thought about it until now, but we never adjusted our instruments to fly
Go
around a
with the
curve."
curve, like go with the curve. Yeah.
No, he said we never did that. He said, "By golly," he said, "I wonder why I never thought of it before." But he says, "I never asked the question." I mean, it took him less than 24 hours to get it.
Oh, sure.
Once he asked the question, it was like, wow, he was like almost embarrassed that he never thought about it before.
Well, the
That's
thing is,
amazing.
it wasn't much of a conversation way back.
Yeah.
Not until especially not until the last, within 10 years, it's really blown up.
Well, when you're bottle fed from birth a certain narrative, you aren't thinking, "Ooh, I'm being deceived," You're thinking,
right.
Just what we've been taught. And how many things have we been taught that we took for granted for years, and then after we started awakening, we started questioning things. But prior to that, we didn't question. Look how many of us celebrated Christmas for decades.
Oh, right. Going with the flow.
Until we started questioning, wait a minute, is this biblical?
So right around the same time that they started having fact checkers, huh?
Right. You nailed it, baby girl.
Those fact checkers. And now that's interesting. Yeah, my grandfather, he actually, interesting enough, he worked for NASA back in the day, programming satellite trajectories and things like that. He actually wrote a book about it, which is interesting.
Really?
But anyways, my brother had asked him, and he said he never accounted for any curvature of the Earth in these trajectory models of these, satellite programs that he would make.
Really? Wow.
So
that's interesting.
Very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather apparently grew up in World War II Germany and went through all that as well. Like I said, he wrote a whole book on it.
Wow. Do you have that book?
My dad does. I keep meaning to buy a copy, but I have read through some of it.
Yeah, I'd like to know the name of it.
Yeah, it's Carl Pyers, same last name as mine. Here, let me find the link. I need to do that anyway. But let me see if I can grab that link real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, Sarah, I like how you said your dad said that he never thought to even question, and as soon as he was presented with with it made his brain like blow up. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. That when he said we never questioned it, I realized, maybe there's something to that.
Yeah, definitely. And there's actually, I shared the link in the chat for his book there. But yeah, my grandfather grew up in Nazi Germany and then worked for NASA, just programming the quote unquote satellite trajectories. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Needless to say, he's got a lot of money. I don't.
So, Jeremy, you could just be that person that says, "Trust me, bro. Like, I've got the history in my family." Yeah.
My grandpa. No, it's true. It's true. But no, it's very interesting stuff. And honestly, I didn't even find out, I found out he wrote a book maybe like 2 years ago. That's when I
Wow.
found out all this information. I was like, what? How was I not made aware of any of this?
Oh,
You never thought to ask, Jeremy.
Yeah, right. You don't think about it till you ask.
Just reminds me of that scripture that he says, "You have not because you ask not." When it comes to
Right?
whatever.
No, that honestly, that's very true. And yet, no, Cheyenne, most people get my last name wrong, incorrect. It's all good. But it's pronounced Pyers. But
hires. Okay.
yeah, I tell people it's like pliers without the L. Because
I thought it was that.
yeah, there's actually very few people who have gotten it correct.
Yeah.
Or fires, but just with a P.
Yeah, there you go. That works too. Yeah, fires with
Jeremy,
that with a P.
what is Pyres? Is it Swedish or
It's German actually.
it's German?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
That-
okay.
Oi, fellow German.
yeah.
My
I've got.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No.
My dad, I think it was my grandpa, my dad's dad, full-blooded German, and then his mom was half German, but it's Schill. You know, like the shilling, but Schill, SCH. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And then Mom, your first husband, who was my biological father, his last name was Van Fossen.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
also
German.
German.
It's very
Yes.
German, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Nope, that wasn't actually marriage. It was an unlawful union.
Right?
No, seriously, the so-called marriages that I had I was definitely in fornication and they were in adultery because they had been previously married. And I didn't know all the ins and outs with all that, but that's like another story. That's just something that rubs people the wrong way. But anyways, yeah. So I call it unlawful union.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That makes me a bastard then.
Miranda, stop. Stop. No, you're my baby girl. You're not a bastard.
I'm just kidding.
I know. You've said that before. I'm like, stop it. I don't regret my children at all.
Yeah, you're a bear cult, Sister Miranda, 100%.
Yes.
It's just funny.
But yeah, no, Pyers, it's German, and hence my grandfather growing up in Nazi Germany.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and that's how I found out, because I tried to trace my lineage on my dad's side anyway, and I can't get past who my grandfather's parents were because the records were destroyed in a fire there in Nazi Germany.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Wow. I wonder if they were part of, if they were not, no wonder.
Yeah. But yeah, I am Irish, German, Scottish, and Italian.
Ooh, I have all those except for the Italian.
Oh yeah, and I got Cherokee from both sides as well of my family.
What a weird mix.
I know, right?
I mean, it's awesome,
I guess
but
Jeremy's
that's
just weird in a good way. No.
Yeah.
Picking on you, brother.
All blended together. No, all blended together.
Yeah, a Heinz 57. That's what I tell people. I'm just a Heinz 57. A mixture of a lot of different stuff. Mostly European, of course.
Do you have a middle name, Jeremy?
Yeah, it's Alan.
Alan.
Which actually my son Callan, it's spelled the same way, just add a C.
Oh, that's cute.
So Callun?
Callen.
Ah, cool.
And it's actually an Irish name. Similar to Callum as well, because I know we got a brother Callum in our fellowship. But
just have to
also
say,
it links back to the Hebrew. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I'm sorry, Jeremy. I wasn't trying to ruin it. It goes back to the Hebrew.
Yeah. It means a strong warrior of Yahuah,
Ooh. Oh, I like that.
right?
Again, I
And he
just
was
love
born.
all of our.
That's what my Lachlan means too.
No.
Or
Oh,
not from Land of
interesting.
Lakes.
That's what Lachlan means too?
Warrior from the Land of Lakes.
That's cool.
Wow.
I think my name came from
Great.
like Shakespeare. It's not even has a cool biblical background, so that's awesome.
No,
And
Miranda's
then
a cool
my
name.
middle name's Elijah.
Oh, I like that. That's Marissa, one of Marissa's son's names too.
Yeah, I love Bible names.
I do. I love Bible names too.
Now, if I would have,
I find purpose in names.
Yeah. No, they have a purpose and a meaning, and I'm sure Miranda even has a meaning in Hebrew.
I feel like I looked it up, but I don't know. I didn't think I found anything. I think somebody like put it close to like Miriam, and I mean, as much as I would love that, I don't feel like it's the same.
But that's actually what came to my mind was it's probably closer to Miriam than Miranda in Hebrew.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, my nickname used to be like Murmur when I was in high school. But again,
Interesting.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you, Lachlan. Actually, yeah. Jeremy is Yirmiyahu, but it's actually Jeremiah. So it's technically not Jeremy, it's Jeremiah in Hebrew.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just like putting I've put my whole family's name meanings, because I really feel like reading scripture, whether we know it or not, live out our names' meanings. So like, I wanted to like put all my family's names in it and see what it came up with them all, so I could profile them all.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, because that's why Yah changed Jacob's name. That's why he was no longer called Jacob but Israel. And then Abraham's name was changed, and so was Sarah or Sarai into Sarah. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yep.
No, that's awesome, actually.
And again, I just have to say how much I love how there's so many different ethnicities and backgrounds and people with amazing accents in here, and we're all just spread out. I love it.
Yeah, me too. I truly love it. And no, that's really cool, the name etymology you got there, brother. Even my last name, interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be so awesome when we aren't all split up and all come together. But it's nice we still have this.
No, I love it. All praise to the Most High Yahuwah. And that's what it's about, coming together just like that.
Yeah, I love etymology. Like, just you find so much in it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep my my birth name until Yah changes it himself, because I'm sure that he could pick something way better
you're
than what
so
I
funny.
could.
I just put that in the chat.
Oh, did
Everybody's
you?
changing their name. Yeah, I just put that as you were saying. I went, oh, how funny, because you and I have talked about it before, and I'm like, I have no idea, especially people from the past, and they have this Yah, Bat, all. And I'm like, oh, I don't even feel comfortable changing my name to something. You know what I mean? Because I'm just going to wait until he gives me that new name, just continue to go by my birth name. That's funny you were mentioning that, and I'm typing it at the same time. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable in changing it to something that probably...
What's your middle name, Miranda?
My middle name?
Sorry, Jennifer. Yeah.
Well, my middle name used to be Renee. It got changed to Elizabeth when I got adopted. So I guess you could say Renee and Elizabeth are my middle names.
Yeah, cool. I do that. Yeah, like just had a thought one day of, I was thinking of like how I can help reach each one of my family, and then I was like, well, what's like each one of my family's purpose in their names? Maybe I can better reach them through their purpose or align them better with their purpose.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Really cool, actually.
Beautiful.
And yeah, names, they do have meanings, and even though in the English language they may not, but when you take it back to the Hebrew or go through the etymology like that, you see that they do have meaning.
Yeah, why do you think they changed, Yah's name through scripture?
Yeah.
There's power and identity in a name.
Yep.
And yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
Oh, see, there's Miranda. He did it for Miranda. Oh, look, worthy of wonder.
See, you're walking in your name.
Oh, that's so funny. Thanks. Latin. Wow.
Wow, that's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I like that.
Yes, thank you. Wow, I like the Latin.
Yeah,
Yeah, if anyone wants their name done, just let me know. Message me. I have it for my family, and I message my family like a bunch of things. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. I really like the Hebrew meaning too.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. John, gift from L. Michael, who is like L. Yeah. And Fisher, one who catches fish. A fisher of men. Very interesting stuff. Lachlan, the professional ethologist.
Yeah, this is just something I came across one day that I was having fun with myself.
Oh, Jermaine wants hers next. Oh.
We're all going to know each other's full names
Gab
after this.
Do you have a middle name, Jermaine?
Gablonsky. Did I say that correct? Gablonsky, your maiden name?
Yes, I was named Jermaine Gablonsky. It's Polish, but I'm Danish.
Okay.
And but Australian. The name is French. But no middle name, nothing. So I also didn't give any of my children middle names either.
Oh. Yeah, I think we've talked about this before, but I wonder where the middle name comes from, because I don't even think we used to have last names. Like in the Bible, they never had last names.
Yeah, it was always son of such and
Yeah,
such.
yeah. Or you were known from like your tribe, like, Jermaine, tribe of Judah. Like we were like our last name was like by who our tribe was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And I
either
didn't
the
even
tribe
know.
or the father or grandfather or what have you. But yeah, and because really a lot of tribes and things like that would be named after, the grandfather or the patriarch, so to say, as well. Kind of like the 12 patriarchs.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole of where did we start getting last names and why.
I know, right? And yeah, Jermaine, I was figuring Jablonski sounded Polish because I had a Polish friend growing up, and his name was Baskowitz, and he taught me, wits or ski and things like that. It's a Polish thing.
Yeah. And as you can imagine, as a young child growing up, having to learn my own name was pretty hard. Jermaine Gablonsky. And I used to get laughed at and teased for my name. So my grandfather, or my father's father, is Polish. My mother is 100% Danish. So I'm half Danish, part Australian, part Polish. But the name Jermaine is actually French. And my mother called me Jermaine because her Danish auntie was a lovely Christian woman and just such a beautiful person, and said, I'll have to call her Jermaine, even though mum's not even a believer or Christian or anything. So yeah, it was pretty cool. My great auntie I was named after.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that is really cool. Sarah, would you mind muting your mic?
Jermaine, do you like sauerkraut? That's kind of like a Polish thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't mind it, but because I have a high histamine response, I can't, like, I can have it, but I have a lot of hot flushes if I have
Okay.
anything from. So, even things like avocado, mushrooms, cinnamon,
Oh, wow.
cheese, yogurt, all the good stuff, all the fermented foods, just send me
Oh,
into hot flushes. So yeah, I used to make some really, and kombucha. I make some amazing kombuchas and sauerkrauts, and just, yeah, it doesn't give me a good day. So I have
oh
to avoid some of
no.
those things.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say everything you just named, I love. Anything
yeah,
pickled
same.
and yeah.
Yeah, all those things I'm really attracted to, but my body just burns internally. I don't know why. Can't get to the bottom of that one.
Interesting. And yeah, there we go for Jermaine too.
Oh, Jermaine, this does match you.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
All of your amazing garden stuff and oh, that's so cute. I like that.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Lachlan. I'll have to look back over it.
Yeah, no, very cool stuff actually. I like that.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I've been enjoying. I just put random people's names in it who come into my life sometimes to see potentially, a lot of the time it has been true. So, some people have some bad names or like, yeah, some warnings I guess you could take.
Right. Interesting.
Anytime I've ever asked anyone to look into my name and the meanings, especially coming from the Hebrew sense, whatever, that people can't find anything. But what was that? Is that from Latin? So that's completely different.
Yeah. And again, it's
Yes.
that whole Latin thing.
Yes. I've been telling Jeremy a little bit about my Latin theory, and I don't know a ton, but what I've looked at so far is very interesting, and I can't wait to share it with everyone once I really do some more digging on it. But
Is it good?
Yeah.
it's really interesting. Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah. No, I
Cool.
don't think it's bad, but it's definitely something that's there and it's interesting and it's got a lot to it. And so I don't really know how to explain it except for um most of the English language, 80% of it is derived from Latin. So everything that most of what we think is English actually isn't. And so it has a different meaning than what the English says it is. So
Right.
Yep, exactly. And that's definitely going to be part of the presentation here in a couple weeks. And by the way, Shabbat Shalom, Andrea. Glad you can make it. And Andrea says last names started in the Middle Ages, going off of someone's occupation, lineage, or location, or sometimes just something descriptive in their appearance. True document,
whoa, the Middle Ages.
right?
Okay.
Interesting. And Mary Magdalene came from Magdala. Wow. Yeah, the quote unquote Middle Ages, Dark Ages. Hmm.
We've given Lachlan a job.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think that's everyone done.
Lachlan, can you do
Who's
mine too?
Yeah, I think I did yours.
Jennifer Ann Schill.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, he did. It's right here. I'll reply to it.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, no worries. He's
I'm
done a
sorry.
lot of
There's
them.
so many.
Yeah, no, he's done quite a few of them.
Oh, wow. You're quick. Thank you. Welsh. Interesting.
Wow, and there is some of the evidence, last names in scripture. Mary Magdalene, coming from Magdala, Judas Iscariot. Wow. Andrea. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Man, this is interesting.
I know, it really is. From the Torah portion to this. I
Right?
love it.
That's neat.
Yeah, no worries, Andrea. It's all good. But yeah, no, very amazing. I'm actually excited to go over into the flood story next week for the Torah portion.
Me too.
Jubilees goes very much in depth, and even Enoch talks about it. So I was going to incorporate Enoch as well for that. So yeah, I loved it. Actually, lots of good input as well. I really just love all of our fellowships, to be honest. Every single one of them. Man, Lachlan on top of it with the names. And Marissa. Oh, look at that.
I did me too.
Oh, you did you too? Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, thank you so very much for that, brother. That's awesome. Now we all know each other's full names.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's interesting because it's really like pretty
See,
accurate
like,
a lot of the time. So
Yeah, no, it seems very accurate, honestly. Manly and brave. Oh, that's awesome, Andrea. Being manly and brave isn't always such a bad thing. Mandry, yeah. Maybe Lachlan can do a quick search on that.
Ooh, Marissa. I like yours. Of the sea.
Yeah, that
I like
sea life,
that.
Yeah.
belonging to the waters, calm, gentleness. I
And her
see all of that.
ukulele always reminds me of the beach.
Right? There you go. A blacksmith, an iron worker, one who forges.
I did mine once at the start because I was going to share it, and then I did it again the second time, and it did different. So I'll do the second one.
Interesting. From the Lancers. Shaping over time. I think that's really all of us being shaped over time, to be honest. From the fjord.
Yeah, I looked into this and it's really cool. I actually looked up Lena Lakes on Google Maps and I was like looking into like where it was from and I found a really cool place on Google Maps.
Interesting.
It's in America. It's Minneapolis.
Interesting. Yeah, and I always thought Lachlan sounded more like Scottish.
Yeah, I was going to say Scottish too.
My brother calls me the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, that's interesting because, all that is very fitting. Very interesting. Oh, I love it. Mine was way back at the top somewhere. Oh, that's cool. I love it.
Like for Lachlan, it's like carries a sense of movement, journeying, and that's like me with like ADHD to a T.
Right? No, I feel that. I feel the same. I can't be cooped up in the house too long. I always have to be doing something, at least, especially outdoors. I'm like an outdoorsy type of
Yeah,
person.
I'm still on the river, eh?
Oh, nice. The same place you were before?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you live close to Jermaine, Lachlan?
No. Same state, but it's probably like 20 to 30 hour drive.
Wow. That's far.
Australia must be pretty big then, because 20 or 30-hour drive for me I'd make it to the East Coast, and I'm in Arizona on the West Coast.
I was gonna say,
Interesting.
Jeremy, that would put you in like Pennsylvania, maybe? Like really close to New York.
Yeah. No, it would actually. It's a 30-hour drive from here to Pennsylvania. How do I know? Well, I looked it up
Where are you
before.
near Jermaine? I can put something in Google Maps. I want to see.
I'm in Gelatin. It's an hour and a half northwest of Cairns. So, Cairns, Cairns. And
Yeah,
then
I
I'm
just put Cairns.
Cairns.
Yeah.
So an hour and a half from there.
How do you spell gelatin? I spelled it gelatin.
AULATTEN.
Whoa.
Yeah, Jermaine, you're in that tropical zone, right? The tropics.
Sorry, Jeremy, I can't hear you very well. You're really, really quiet.
I was just saying, you're in that tropical zone, right?
Yes, I'm in the tropics. I think Lachlan is subtropical.
So you guys got quite the expansive landscape over there then. Isn't there a lot of desert over there as well? Or am I wrong about that?
I think they're in the middle of Australia is just all not. Yeah, there's a bit of desert, but there's just a lot of sparse bushland. We live on the coast where there's a lot of trees and rainforests.
So it'd be 20 hours roughly to Jermaine's driving.
And you guys are right by the sea there too. That's awesome. And at least we know it doesn't rain upside down there, right? Somebody's phone today.
Jeremy, the gravity makes them feel like they're right side up.
Oh yeah, that's right. The gravity. And the planes flying upside down and everything. Trust me, bro. My grandpa designed the trajectory for satellites. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's funny though. Who'd have thought my grandfather worked for NASA? And then here I am believing in a biblical, scriptural cosmology. Because I'd rather believe the word of Yahuah than the word of men. Are you having trouble hearing me? Is my volume turned up?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh, maybe it's on your end, Jermaine.
I think it was going a little bit quieter earlier, but I don't know if it's fixed on our end now.
It could be, yeah, my soft voice, yeah. And it could be the signal as well. My phone is actually really low on battery too. 3%. Love it. Yeah, no, very good fellowship today. I love it. I love gathering with each and every one of you for Shabbat. It's always such a barakah. And I think we might end it there for this evening. And let's see what we got. Almost 6 hours fellowship today. Praise Yahuwah. And I actually look forward to next week with Noah. Lots of stuff we're going to dig into. And yeah, I think we'll just continue the taking turns to read. I like that a lot. And it was nice being not being the only one reading, you know? But yeah, no, much love to every single one of you. You know, I appreciate every single one of you as well. Oh,
Yeah, it
really?
was nice hearing the scripture.
Yeah, no, I think it's very important. And no worries, Andrea. I got it recorded. I'll send you the link 100%. Very fascinating stuff we got into. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, thank all of you as well. It is nothing without all of you and without Yahuwah especially. And no, that's interesting, Kelly. Your dad worked at Wright-Patterson Reverse Engineering. Mine worked at NASA Engineering. Very interesting. But yeah, no, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Yeah, very wild. It really
Shabbat
is.
shalom to all of you. Love all you guys.
Yeah, much love
Shabbat
to
shalom,
everyone.
fam.
Shabbat
And
shalom. Good night to everybody. Have a wonderful and Baruch week and safe.
Shabbat shalom.
Yes, and I hope everybody stays healthy. There's some stuff going around.
oh yeah, definitely. No, thank you very much. And yeah, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And don't forget, we'll be meeting again Thursday evening for our continued reading in the book of Enoch. And
Goodness,
I
I
look
keep
forward.
forgetting that.
No worries, sister. It's all good.
Yeah, but I'm missing out. I got to remember.
What time?
Yeah, I
What
forgot this week.
evening?
So I schedule it at 4:15 at my time in Arizona, or 6:15 Eastern, or 7,
Okay.
or sorry, not 5:15 Central.
Okay. 6:15 Eastern, and is it on this channel here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Actually,
you.
I'll
What were you
schedule it.
saying?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Lachlan was saying something.
No. What was it?
I guess not. No, no worries. But yeah, so Thursdays, and I think if I remember right, it's like 9:15 Australia time. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sister Jermaine. She's got it down.
Yeah, I was just saying I missed this. I forgot this week, the last week Midrash.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. I always have them recorded for that reason. But yeah, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. And we will see you all very soon as well. Much love and Layla Tov or Boker Tov to wherever you are. And we will see you all soon.